Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Sky channel. So in a previous video, I actually showed you the process of getting a pink soul and also guided you on which is the best pink soul to get first. In my opinion, the ones that give you global attack, global defense, and global health are much better than all the other options that are available for you, unless you really need the secondary stat. For me as a shooter, global attack had the highest priority, so that's the one that I decided to get. Now in this video, I want to show you the reroll in action. So I did talk about the reroll of the third stat, which is basically a random stat that comes to you whenever you make a pink soul. In my case, I got Ignore Airborne, which gives me the ability to ignore launch by an additional 1%, and you can see the rarity here is well. That's not a particularly high rarity, so I want to show you the whole process of getting a reroll and getting the ability to decide whether or not you want to keep the previous third stat or the new one. And by the way, I call it the third stat because you have two stats that are offered to you, which is basically the combination of the two red souls that you used to create this pink soul, as well as the additional third stat that's been offered. So for this particular case, if I want to reroll, I will either need a red soul 1 of attack or a red soul 2 of healing rate, because those are the two red souls needed to make this pink soul in the first place. So as I mentioned before, there's a bunch of ways to get those red souls. If I'm super lucky, I could have gotten it from the soul crystals, but in my case, I just got 10,000 of these family battle points, which is enough for me to get a red soul. So we're going to buy this red soul, and then this is a soul selection. So we are going to go back to our souls and we are going to go into fusion, and you can see this one is showing up here. But of course, what we want to do is we want to utilize this to reroll this third stat on our soul. So first of all, let's remove this because currently it's showing as equipped. And let's get a red attack soul because that's the one we're going to utilize for this reroll. So adding it here and then adding the red attack soul here, you can see that if I confirm fusion, it's giving me the option to replace the old one, which was the airborne, and get a 3% global combo damage, right? Now, if I decided I could retain, which would essentially keep the current one, which is Ignore Airborne, and I would forego the global combo damage. Of course, in my case, I want to replace it because the global combo damage is much better. You can also see that the level remains exactly the same. So it was level 32 before the fusion, and after the fusion it is still level 32. The red attack soul has been consumed now, regardless of if I decide to retain or replace. Unfortunately, the rarity is still well. It's not a higher rarity, so I might want to try and reroll this a few more times before I can get a higher rarity and hence better stat. That being said, global combo is really good for me because I'm an archer. So I am happy that I'm getting a global combo damage boost using this method. So I'm going to click replace, and what's going to happen is that I'm going to get a new third stat, which is the global combo damage, onto my existing pink soul. Nothing else has changed, just that now the third stat is global combo damage and that red soul 1 has been consumed. And since I still have you here, I do want you to know that you can get between 10 to 35% bonus on in-game purchases in the Legend of Mushroom. All you need to do is follow the steps in the video that I'm sharing in the description below on how you can avail these bonuses. The steps are simple, and of course, I also explain how the whole process works and what's in it for each party, including myself, because I also benefit when you use my promo code. It's also important to note that the promo code changes every 2 months. So if you're still using the SKYMUSH promo code, make sure you update it to SKYMUSH2 because SKYMUSH has expired. So if you want to continue getting the bonuses, you should be using the new promo code, which is SKYMUSH2, and that will remain valid until 7th of August. Close to 7th of August, I'll provide you a new promo code, which you can find on our YouTube channel or in the video where I'm explaining the whole process. I'll keep it updated there as well. So make sure that you keep changing it to the new one every 2 months so you can continue getting all of these amazing bonuses. So that's essentially the process of third stat rerolls. Now you might need a bunch of rerolls before you can get the perfect stat, and that's pretty much where all of your extra red souls are going to go. For example, if you look here, I have a lot of these combo damage souls, and what I'm going to be using it after I make my first combo damage pink soul is that I'm going to use all of the extras to reroll the third stat until I can get a really nice third stat that gives me a major bonus. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. If you liked it, please like, please subscribe to our channel, share the video with your friends and alliance, and I hope to see you in the next one.